Hi folks, this is my third video on the situation taking place in Georgia, and if I seem to be amused by these videos, I need to apologize because I'm not laughing at the horrific situation that's taking place there. I'm laughing at the photographs I'm about to show you. Now, when the Russian military rolled south, everybody was caught off guard supposedly by that. You know, with Georgia and the United States are supposedly close allies. So I'm sure the United States knew that the Georgians were going to move into Ossetia just before the Olympics started. But I'm also positive that the United States knew that the Russian military was massed on the border about to roll south. And I say that for a couple of reasons. 30 years ago, our satellites were able to read the license plates in Moscow. So if an American satellite can read a license plate in the streets of Moscow 30 years ago, you know the technology advanced by leaps and bounds in the past 30 years. So you're telling me that America did not know that all this equipment, all these troops were sitting on the border just waiting to roll south? Look! You're telling me we didn't see all that? That was all sitting out in the open on the Russian side of the border. Alright, now we have the fearless United Nations. There's no reason for the Russians to get involved or the United States to do any posturing. Well, we have that great peacekeeping force, the United Nations. Now look at this photograph of Russian equipment rolling south and the United Nations. Did you see that? That worthless organization, the UN, that's right, they were there. They were going to stop the hostilities. They were there taking photographs. I'm sure they said to the Russians, we're going to take your photographs, so you better stop. What nonsense is that? The United Nations is just as worthless as the United States Congress. The United Nations needs to be shoved into the East River as the Congress needs to go into the Potomac. Yeah! Now, this next photograph could have been taken over the Long Island Expressway in New York or some highway in California. It's the Georgian police heading towards the hostilities with a Soviet helicopter, with a Russian helicopter above. And look at this and see why I say that this photograph could have been taken in America. Georgia speaks Georgian, and that alphabet is not the same as the American alphabet. But yet if you looked on those police cars, it said police in English. Was that a traffic helicopter above an American highway? Okay, now let's look at some of the weapons that were used. In this next photograph, you're going to see weapons that were confiscated by the Russians from the Georgians. Now I want you to notice two weapons in particular.
Praise the Lord, to pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord, to pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord.
What the heck was that? One is a musket and one is a battle axe. Do we have Genghis Khan doing battle with George Washington of the American Revolution? What is that, kids? We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be. See ya.
We are springing to the far for 300,000 more, shouting the battle.